Something I gotta do. It's something important. What is it? What could it be?
Camper trailer build. Hey guys, welcome back to AT Lifestyle and welcome to our second episode of our camper trailer build. Today we're going to weld in the flange around one of the sidewalls. Essentially we're using like a plywood sidewall setup. So we're going to weld a watertight flange around the inside that we can essentially silicone and screw the plywood sections to, so that we create a really good seal, because the last thing I want is this thing to leak. So come along for the adventure, join us, like and subscribe, and yeah, let's see how we go. Okay guys, so the way the wall panels on this are going to work is that they're made up of this stuff. This is 17mm form ply. So essentially the reason I'm using this is that form ply, obviously being a plywood setup, is genuinely nice and strong. It's got minimal warping properties, which is really good because it's obviously a laid up plywood. The other cool thing is that form ply is skinned with a semi-watertight membrane on both sides of it. So the idea behind that is that I don't necessarily have to paint this just yet. We can get away with it for a little while, as long as we don't leave it out in the rain for extended periods of time. Now I've used this before. I've used this in situations where it has been left out in the water, and as long as the sides are sealed, it's generally really good. So I quite like it. I've used it before in the past. If you've seen the video that we've had before about the setup in the back of the Pajero, head over to YouTube. You'll find that most of it is made up out of this form ply stuff. So the whole idea behind this, and the whole way we're going to do the sides, is that we're going to use this stuff here, just a 25mm flat bar. We're going to, like we did on the rear door, we're going to weld a flange in here so that we've now got a nice little watertight little channel there that everything can kind of bolt into, and that we can put a silicone seal into. Okay, and then obviously form ply is going to butt up against there, get screwed into that flange all the way around, and that's how we're going to create a nice little watertight seal, and we're going to hold everything together.
This is why you measure, tack, measure, tack, measure, tack. I've just gone through and welded all of this, and if you can see, it's got a massive bow in it. Now I'm going to have to go and cut it all back out and then re-weld it in and do it properly.
Oh well, that's what happens when you're learning. So that's the flange all finished on that side. What we're going to do next is we're going to replicate that flange on the other side. I'm not going to bore you with that. It's basically the same process. So that basically concludes our video for this time. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Obviously, if you haven't seen the first video, head back and have a look at that one. That's kind of what got us to this point and did the back door and everything on it. In the next video, we are going to start making the wall panels. We're going to see if we can't get them made up and get at least the sides of this thing skinned. So stay tuned. Again, thanks for all your support for everyone so far. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.